Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rest. In this video, I want to go over one of my all-time favorite builds, my Hellwalker Amara build. And this build, surprisingly, is going to only be using the Hellwalker. It's the name Hellwalker Amara. But this is a very, very strong build. It's going to let you get through pretty much every single bit of content in the game you want to with just one weapon, because the Hellwalker is insane, especially pairing with Amara. Now, if you do enjoy this build, my builds are in my Discord channel. If you like down, then link to the Discord will be in the description. If you download the build, enjoy the video, or find it helpful in any way, consider subscribing. I'm on the road to 10,000 subs, and I would love to have you on this journey. I truly appreciate it. So starting off with the gear, our main gun, like I've already said, is going to be the Hellwalker, specifically with a 250% phase cast annoying. This is going to give you a huge damage boost, and it's going to play into what we're going for with this build greatly. Now for other weapons, you honestly don't even have to run anything. You could have empty slots right here, but have a Z7 Eruption and an Execute. These just apply debuffs. You won't ever really need these at all, but it will help in boss fights just to insta kill them. You know, if you don't have them equipped, it'll take maybe 2 to 3 shots to kill with the Hellwalker. If you have it equipped, it might take 1. So just keep that in mind. You don't really need these, but if you want to throw something on there, you can. Same as the EMP5. I'm literally just using this for movement speed to get around the map faster. You just equip it and you move faster. Like, there's nothing special with it. That's the only reason I'm using it. The main gun we're going to be doing damage with is the Hellwalker. Now, getting into the more interesting part of this is the class mod. We have 32% weapon damage, 40% shotgun damage, 58% Jacob's critical hit weapon damage. All those are insanely good for the Hellwalker. It's obviously buffing it in every aspect. Plus, it's the phase Zerker, so when we use our axe skill, we're going to get more damage and more axe cooldown rate, so we can throw our axe skill out again to make it so where we can just keep chaining this over and over again to keep our anointment up and just being able to one-shot everything in the game. Now for artifact, this is going to give you 50% more Jacob's damage, Jacob's critical hit damage, and 40% more Jacob's magazine size. So now this is going to let you have 2 shots in the Hellwalker, so you can shoot it twice instead of just once. Normally it's just a one-shot shotgun, plus you're getting 50% more damage and critical hit damage. Really good, especially paired with your class mod right here. And additionally, this is also giving you some health generation, some max health, and shock damage. These are okay. The health and the health generation is good for survivability, which is nice, but the shock damage is really good as well, because the shield we're going to be running is Revolter. With on Axel, sorry, activate any effects triggering Shieldbreaker field. If you don't know by now, the Revolter is insanely strong. 15 seconds, you're going to get more fire rate and just an insane amount of more damage. And this works really well with the Hellwalker, because obviously when you use your phase cast, not only you're proccing your phase cast anoint, you're now proccing the Revolter anoint to get more damage. And funny enough, it actually does increase the fire rate of the Hellwalker like significantly. As you can see, you can fire the 2 shots off like really quick just to get insane amount of burst damage on whatever enemy you're shooting at. This shield pairs so well with this. It's kind of crazy. And on top of that, since you are doing additional shock damage, the downside of the Hellwalker is that it's only incendiary. But since you have this plus this doing shock damage, and we're gonna have ASCs right here, all 5 elements for whatever you need. And I'm just running its pitch. You can run whatever grenades you want to. I just like this to apply a debuff, but you're now going to be able to do a different sort of element. So you can have 3 main elements. You can have shocks, incendiary, and corrosive if you want to. I have cryo on right now, but like I was saying, I do have corrosive included, which is really cool. That is pretty much it for the gear. I do have a cutlass launch pad just to get ammo back, since you are only going to be using a shotgun for your main weapon. So it's that simple. You simply use your phase cast, proc Revolter. You're going to get your anointment damage, this damage, your ASC damage. Then you have insane damage buffs from your class mod, plus just the additional benefits it gets, which is returning going to allow you to one-shot everything with the Hellwalker, which is really fun. And now getting into the skills, we're going to obviously be taking a phase cast. I like running Deliverance. It's to switch it up a little bit. It has the same cooldown as phase cast. You can obviously run Reverberation if you want to get the damage boost, but I'm really mainly focusing on the Hellwalker doing the damage here, and this will also help with Act Clear since it does spawn those 3 projectiles. So 5 points do harm to buff our axial damage. It's going to make our phase cast do more damage. We're obviously going to get max rush stacks when we use our phase cast with the phase Zerker, so we're always going to be pretty much one-shotting everything with our phase cast. 3 points of fast hands to get more reload speed, weapon swap speed, motion speed. Really good. Reload speed's nice, so you can keep getting that burst damage over and over again. That's why also 2 points on alacrity, since I need to get down to the bottom. This will help, so you can just keep reloading really quick and keep shooting the Hellwalker over and over again. 3 points in Transcend, so we get more accuracy and critical hit damage whenever we use our axe skills. So in return, everything I just talked about, when we use our phase cast, we're now getting more accuracy and damage. Accuracy is really good for the Hellwalker because you can kind of start to snipe people with it. 1 point in Violent Tapestry, so we can help keep rush stacks up, plus we're trying to get down to the bottom. 1 point in Ascendant, so we can buff whatever augment we're using. I normally just run Soul Sap for survivability, and it doesn't reduce your axe skill damage, so again, just whatever you want to run. 3 points of lay bear, so when axe skill hits an enemy, we do 25% more damage to them. So now when your face hits the enemy, the Hellwalker is doing even more damage on top of all the other buffs you're getting. And to include more buffs, Wrath right here, you're going to get more good damage, 20% more after you use your axe skill as well. 3 points of awakening, so we can buff do harm, and violent tapestry, I guess, so that's not like the biggest deal. But then 1 point in remnant, so whenever we kill an enemy, we're going to spawn this overkill orb. We're going to be doing so much damage. This overkill orb is going to just hit damage cap at some points and just insta kill any other enemy it hits. So essentially, you kill an enemy, you're also going to kill a second enemy when this orb seeks it out, which is really good. So you're basically getting 2 kills worth of value with just 1 kill, which is really cool. Now 1 point in avatar, so we can throw our axe twice. So everything I just said, we can do it twice now. And we get 10 additional rush stacks, which is obviously going to help out more damage, more cooldown rate, and it just rounds out Mystical Assault very, very well. Mystical Assault is still one of Amara's best skill trees, and you take it in almost every single build. Now, physical elements, I have 5 points of diffusion because, like I was saying earlier, since the Hellwalker is only incendiary, if you have 5 points of diffusion, this is going to convert 40% of that incendiary damage to whatever your axe element is, and you're going to have access to all 4 with this build, which is really, really cool. I kind of like running cryo because, you know, being able to just slow people down, but you can run whatever you want to. But 3 points of setting hands to get more handling and accuracy, which is really good for shotgun based builds. 5 points of tempest to get more elemental damage. This is just more damage for Amara, which is good. 1 point in wildfire, so I gotta get down to the bottom, but 1 point in illuminated fist. This is gonna help with sustainment. This is also going to increase your melee damage by 75%, but the way it helps with sustainment, so since it is converting your melee to whatever your axe element is, this will proc this, because the way sustain works is you get lifesteal whenever you do elemental damage with the weapon, but for some reason your melee counts as a weapon, so you can get max health with just meleeing one enemy. But obviously shooting your Hellwalker is also going to give you max health, and 1 point is more than enough to get the max health. Now 3 points indiscriminate to help with ad clear. This is going to let your Hellwalker ricochet even more than it already does, which is really cool. 1 point deep well just to help out with magazine size. You could probably take this out. I don't honestly know if you need deep well to get 2 shots in. Company map probably should be more than enough. So if you want to move that 1 point to like wildfire, that could be fine. Or if you just want to keep it in there, if you want to use a different elemental weapon, that'll work as well. 1 point catharsis, so when we kill an enemy that has elements on, they're going to explode, which is really cool. And again, I have 5 points of conflux with the class mod. This is going to help out with the Hellwalker since it only does incendiary, so you're gonna have a 35% chance to apply a different status effect on them, which is really, really cool as well. This also helps out with things like Harmageddon to increase your damage even more. In Brawl, we have 3 points of personal space, so the closer we are to an enemy, the more damage we get. Since we're using a shotgun, we're going to be insanely close to these enemies, and we're going to be doing max damage with this skill at all times. 2 points of clarity to get a little bit of health generation. This does actually pair well with our class mod since we are getting health generation right there, but it's not like the greatest thing since you do have sustainment. 3 points of Samsara, so whenever axe hits the enemy, we get more damage and health generation. Again, you're gonna be very tanky with this build from the health generation, from Samsara, clarity, and your artifact plus sustainment. You're never gonna die. Then on top of that, you're also getting a nice damage buff right here as well, which is going to pair well with your anoint, because when you use your face cast, you get more damage, your shield, you get more damage, and now when your face cast hits enemy, you get more damage and apply debuffs. Then 3 points in help enhance. So again, this is going to help with survivability of this build. These are some points I had left over. Now when you use your phase cast, you also get 28% damage reduction on top of all the health generation. Then in Enlightened Force, trust in yourself, so whenever your shield breaks, you get more reload speed, charge speed, and weapon swap speed. I'm really just using this so I can get you the cryo axe skill element, so I can have access to all 4 like I was saying earlier. But this is nice since your shield is based all around breaking in the first place. So if it does break, not only you're getting the damage and fire rate, you're also going to be getting 3 additional benefits right here, which can be very, very useful as well. But that is essentially it for this build. It is super, super simple. It is super, super effective. It is very reminiscent of a lot of other, phase cast style builds, especially the one that I was using in the video where I was taking on the true trial of survival. But this is specifically just for the Hellwalker itself. And if you want to make the Hellwalker just the best shotgun in the game, you can absolutely do that with this build. And I'm telling you, you're going to be able to clear every single bit of content with this and have a blast doing it. The Hellwalker is still by far my favorite legendary in the game, and it has been that way since the launch of the game, to be honest. And I'm so happy that we have builds like this now that just take such good advantage of it and just let you destroy anything. But let me know what you guys think of this build, if there's anything you would change. And again, it is in my Discord channel if you'd like to try it out and download it. But that's going to do it all for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.